Thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. My name is Patricia. Please press like and subscribe. And send this video to someone who you may think need it. You know, now in day and time, people are so hung up on the prophecy. People who give prophecy. You're not even supposed. If I see a person that's given a prophecy, I know they're not from God, and let me tell you why. Prophecies were done in the Old Testament. When Jesus came, everything changed. Okay, you're not supposed to be giving prophecy to people. What you're supposed to be doing is working with your own life to try to change your own karmas and balance your own energy. Everybody has the ability to communicate with God themselves. And whatever God needs to tell them, He will direct it to them. They don't need you to come along and tell them, oh, God told me to tell you this. The minute you tell me God told me to tell you, I know you're lying. Because anything God could wanted to tell me, He would come to me and tell me. Where does this even come from? God don't need an intercession to talk to you. He could talk to you Himself. All these preachers is coming out, giving prophecies and saying they're from God, and then you find out that they're not. They're demonic forces or they're from evil. That's because you should have known they wasn't from God in the first place. God don't need to send you anybody to give you a message. All you need to do is sit down 5 or 10 minutes a day and focus your attention on God Almighty. And He could tell you Himself whatever He needs to tell you. Why do you even think that you need a prophetess or a prophet to tell you anything? Let me say this too, because people also see, you think that if a person has, let's say, spiritual gifts, could see into the future and things like that, could prophesize, you think that that means definitely they're from God. What you have to understand is that is a gift that everybody has. Don't let nobody tell you that that's not true. Everybody has that gift. It's just that some people, they're developed and some people they're not. Now, it's not even a gift, really, but you could say it's a gift if you want to. It's not really a gift. It is your natural ability. And some people's are open and some people's are closed. Now, can you open yours? Yes. Anybody can open them. Now, I am clairaudient, which means I can hear the spirit talk. I am also clairvoyant, which means I can see what your regular eyes can't see. I also have access in and out of the light, which is God, so that I can see what's going to happen in the future. Okay? Because mine is developed. I came into this world with me and mine being developed. Now, my sister, she might have what you call, one of my sisters, she might have what you call intuition. People call it intuition. Well, she could just feel certain things gonna happen, something like that. She might can't sit down and read your life like I can, but she could, feel what's gonna happen. This is the thing. Everybody has that, what you call that intuition, when they can feel things. It's a matter of how is yours developed. Did you develop yours more so that you could maybe sit down and give a reading? You see what I mean? Or is yours just so that you get a feeling about somebody? Everybody has it. Let me show you how. And you say, no, I don't have it. You have it. So let's say you go into a room and you meet this young lady and all of a sudden you don't feel right. You start feeling very uncomfortable. Oh, I don't feel comfortable. Something about her. Let me get away from her. Oh, I got to get out of here. Why are you feeling that way? because you're picking up something in her energy that is uncomfortable to you. Maybe you're even, maybe God is telling you, hey, get out of that building. Something's fixing to happen. Oh, don't make friends with this lady. She's not right, or something. Well, if you don't have those feelings, why are you feeling that? That is considered intuition. You're having a feeling. Let's say you never have feelings. Like my husband never had feelings. He used to call them his gut feelings. Because he said if he meets somebody and he talked to them, he could feel it in their gut if they were right or if they wasn't right or if he shouldn't do the deal or if he should do the deal. He's still intuitive. He don't care what he call it. He could call it gut feeling, whatever you want to call it. You still have it. Now, it might not be advanced or, where you could give people readings and all that. Because, first of all, you ain't supposed to be reading nobody but yourself anyway. It's not given to you. You don't have this ability is natural ability that came with the creation of your body. Now, let me tell you, a lot of people are going around here saying the third eye is bad. The third eye is bad. It is not bad. It is your energy field. The third eye is one of your energy fields. And I already went through this because I told you about the different seven chakras that you have in your energetic body. Okay, so you have these because you are not a physical being. That's what you have to understand. God did not create you to be a physical being. That's what you got to get. You are a spiritual being occupying a physical body. So these different, like the third eye, stuff like that, it's already there. When you when you come out of the physical body, and you're your spirit self, you still have those intuition and those feelings and all that other stuff like that. Because why? It is your natural ability. And once you agree to occupy this physical body, you can agree to bring those abilities with you. Some people agree to bring those abilities in their lifetime. And some people might say, well, no, I don't want to bring those full abilities into this lifetime. I'll just bring, just have a little intuition. You are the ones who make the choice as to if you want to bring those full abilities in this lifetime or not. Because there is reincarnation. So you could choose to bring it in another lifetime or every lifetime. It's up to you. It is your ability that God has given you, that you as a spirit have. You haven't earned it. It's not a reward to you. It is your natural ability that you have when God created you. Remember, you were made in the image and the likeness of God. Does not God have those abilities to look into you and know what's going on? Yes. So then why wouldn't you have those abilities if you were made in the image and the likeness of God? You know what? Let me tell you something, people. You need to start thinking for yourself. Get away from all this dogmatic stuff that they're teaching you in the different churches and stuff with all this corruption. God is trying to show you that these churches are all going to be pulled down because they're not teaching the correct thing and they're all full of Satan and they're all going to come tumbling down. You need to step back and ask God to show you what is the truth because you have been brainwashed for years, thinking that one thing is supposed to be this way and it's not that way at all. So you can hold on all you want and say, oh, I'm going to hold on to what they telling me. And if they say Jesus is my father, that's what I'm going to believe. Believe whatever you want to believe. But all that belief you're going to see coming down because it's not true. They created all this stuff to keep people in line, to keep you controlled. So now you need to go to the Father and ask, reveal the truth to me. What is the truth about Jesus? What is the truth about religious? And then sit back and wait till he reveal it. And don't be shocked when he give it to you because well, now maybe I shouldn't say don't be shocked, because you're going to really be shocked, because what you're being taught is just not universal truth. So get away. I'm not, this is the thing. A lot of people are coming over here from Africa, and they're bringing, a lot of witchcraft into the churches and different scams into the churches. What I mean by that is that the preachers are, putting different voodoo and stuff around the churches to draw people to the church. And then they're doing these, casting out the devils, to scamming you. They're coming from Africa. They're coming from, what is that other place? They're coming from Asia. They're coming from all over with these different scams. And then, pulling these demons out of people, and then you believe that this is happening, and then there you go. You getting all mixed up and all that stuff. People, listen to me. This stuff is not the truth. They are doing it for the money. It is all a scam, and they're doing it for the money, so their pockets could get rich. Because you know what? When their pockets get rich, somebody always break away from these people. Either it's their friend, a member, or something, and then they start telling the truth. What's really going on? Why do you think that's happening? I thought a lot of you would get this and understand this when God was showing you about the Catholic Church. How those priests were molesting boys and everything. Looked like you would have saw then, like, hey, what is God trying to tell us about religions? Instead of that, you just turn from one and go to another religion and believe them like you believe the other one. You need to ask God, what are you trying to tell me? He's pulling the mask off these churches for a reason, to show you that it's all fake. They all lying. But you can't see that. Wake up. What you should see is witchcraft you don't see. And what you shouldn't see is witchcraft you see. I just don't get it. But so instead of you prophesizing to other people, you need to sit down and understand who you are. You are a physical body. You are a spirit, occupying a physical body. And what does that mean? You are pure energy. You have an energetic body that has different chakras attached, which I told you that. And I told you how they work. So if you see somebody, I remember when I was a little girl, because this man, Elijah Muhammad, my family was following him. They were Muslims, black Muslims. And because he could read, tell you things will happen in the future, people just automatically believe he was from God because he had the ability to do that. And I see that people still think that today. Somebody give a prophecy and you just automatically think, oh my God, they from God. There was this lady named Clara Pofford back in the day. She used to, do all this too. And her daughter came out trying to tell, that she was to expose her. And they still believed her. Oh, mother, whatever you think, if you're around her, she know, because she's communicating directly with God. Child, the woman ends up getting Alzheimer's. Now, let me tell you why I say this. If you communicating with God every day and you that close with God, there is no reason for you to come down with Alzheimer's, because you should have asked God to let his light come through you. If you talking to God every day, you talking to pure light. So that light is all in your system, and you should not be sick of any disease whatsoever. So that right there, the fact that she had Alzheimer's, tell you right there she was not in line with God. Because if you in line with God, you ain't got no sickness like that. So stop believing these people just because they say something. Wake up and see the truth for yourself. Thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. Have a good week.